And now, live from the Elite Ringside Network studios, this is the WWE Tables, Ladders, and Chairs Prediction Special. And here is your host, Spencer Hart.
Listen up, there's not a moment to spare. It's quite a drop from the top, so how you feeling down there? It's a cold, cruel, harsh reality. Caught, stuck here with your enemies. Who do you think you are? Tearing us all apart. Where did you think you could go? 'Cause everyone already knows it's 20 to 1. Yes,
What's going on, everybody? The boys are back. We are here at the Elite Ringside Network studios, and we are going to make our predictions here for WWE TLC. But before we get into all of the predictions today, I have a very effing awesome announcement. As some of you know, a few months back, we had a couple of people leave the show, that being Max Beatty and Nate the Effin' Great, due to some issues that we won't bring up since they're stupid and not really worth spilling milk over, if that's the expression. So it is with great pleasure that I welcome back an effing amazing co-host. He is Nate the fucking Great! Hey, Nate.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. How you doing, my friend?
Well, in all honesty, feeling pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
despite the fact of, being ousted out of the Elite Ringside Network for about a few months, I feel like I am actually I'm in a better place now. I don't feel as, egomaniacal, as driven as I was before. And honestly, started up the Game Changer. I'm enjoying a lot of the things that we have over there, and I'll probably do a little bit of plugging and promoting after the show is over. But you know what? Talk about TLC, or as we like to call it, Sickamania.
Sickamania! Yeah, some breaking news for those of you who have not heard. Jesus Christ. Roman Reigns has been taken out of TLC for what we can only assume is him having viral meningitis or whatever the hell. We aren't doctors, so we don't know. Something that they don't want spreading. So he's out of the main event.
Jesus. Is that what we call? Is that what we call? What happens when you suck on Vince McMahon's cock for too long?
Yeah, meningitis. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, and then Bray Wyatt has also been pulled from WWE TLC. So in replacement of Roman Reigns, we get You Suck. Kurt Angle is going to be replacing Roman Reigns' spot in the six-man tag. Okay.
Oh, I thought it was the Patriot.
Oh, yeah, the Patriot.
Old school flashback for those of you that don't know. Patriot was the first guy to use that theme song.
Old school flashback. We got him.
Oh, thank you.
And then to replace Sister Abigail.
Hold on, let me prep myself.
Yeah.
Let me prep myself.
Are you
Okay.
ready? Are you ready, Nate?
Mm-hmm.
To replace Bray Wyatt, we've got the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you repeat that again?
The phenomenal AJ Styles.
So for the second consecutive Raw event after SummerSlam, we're getting what is basically a WrestleMania matchup. First one, of course, being Roman Reigns and Cena, which was good in all honesty. A lot of people did not like the finish. I, for one, liked it.
I enjoyed it.
But now we get AJ Styles versus Finn Balor. Oh.
Yeah, it's...
Top that, New Japan!
Oh, yeah, suck on that, Ring of Honor.
It's just one sweet thing after another.
Yeah, it kind of drastically alters my predictions here. But we will get into those here in just a moment. Quickly, I want to get your thoughts, Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. How'd you enjoy Raw this week?
Raw. It was quite an interesting show, in all honesty. I did not get a chance to really watch it in its entirety, but I got just of basically what all went down. Tag team title match was really good.
Yeah.
Once again, Sheamus and Cesaro, and Rollins and Ambrose proving why they're the top two teams of Raw. And thank God Cesaro did not lose any more teeth, because God help me,
With Cyborg.
Oh Jesus, that was that was literally one of those moments where both Max and I, during our reactions, we were like, "Oh God, we just witnessed something that probably nobody wants to see." And hey, it made for a great T-shirt, and at least Cesaro was just like, whatever.
He rolled with it.
He did roll with it. A little disappointed that Curtis Axel will not be in his hometown of Minneapolis, Minnesota. He typed it up so much. I was just like, oh sweet, I forgot he was from Minneapolis. Oh yeah, he's gonna compete in his hometown. Oh, the Shield took him out. Well, that kind of sucks. But then we get to the cage match with Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman. I think a lot of people were a bit disappointed at the ending. I myself, totally okay with it, especially with a new revamped theme music. He looked a lot more sadistic and twisted. Basically, Demon Kane is back.
Right.
If you want to call him just Kane, that's fine. It was awesome. Roman Reigns got choke slammed. He got 2 power slams. He ate a tombstone.
And he got viral meningitis.
Yeah.
Kane did everything.
God damn it, Kane.
Yeah.
Couldn't you have just done that to somebody like more worthwhile, like Colin Delaney or freaking James Ellsworth?
Yeah. Well, don't get me started on Ellsworth. I hate the whole storyline with him and Carmella. I know they're telegraphing what's going to happen over there. And let's move to SmackDown. They're telegraphing what's happening with Carmella. She's going to just be a complete bitch to James Ellsworth. When it comes time to cash in Money in the Bank, James is going to cost Carmella. It's like telegraphing a punch. It's what's going to happen. James Ellsworth is going to cost Carmella her cash in. It's going to be his face turn, and I hope it turns him so hard, it turns him and goes directly out the door.
So that would actually be pretty amazing.
I hope so.
I make the joke that Jesus Louise, the fact that they are doing like this 50 Shades of Grey deal with James Ellsworth, and he's on a leash. It's like, oh God, all the benefits of being a sex slave, but without the sex.
Right.
So,
yeah.
This is
if Carmella was marching around in like a bikini or something, fine, I'd roll with it. No, she's dancing around whatever the hell she's wearing. So, let's go ahead and get into our predictions here. Oh, it's the first time I get to do this in a while. I get to play the sounder. So let's go ahead and make our predictions here for WWE TLC. Are you ready?
All right, let's do it.
Here we go. Following predictions are scheduled for WWE TLC, and they will determine the number 1 contender for the Elite Ringside Network Heavyweight Championship. All right, so news to you, my friend. The predictions here are going to determine the number 1 contender for Mr. Lockman's Elite Ringside Network Heavyweight Championship. That is going to go down at the SmackDown pay-per-view event. We're going to do that Survivor Series. Survivor Series, the only Big Four. Yeah, we're going to do that at Survivor Series. So the winner of this prediction battle on Sunday will go on to face Chris Lockman at Survivor Series for the Elite Ringside Network Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania.
No, I was going to say Survivor Series. Whoa. We get some war games.
Sickamania. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the kickoff show. Rich Swann and I almost said Jason Alexander, Cedric Alexander versus Gentleman Jack Gallagher and Brian Kendrick.
Was that bumped to the pre-show? Because I thought that was on the main card.
I thought it was on the pre-show. You're correct. Sasha and Alicia are on the kickoff. I do apologize.
There we go.
So let's actually start with that. Sasha Banks versus Alicia Fox. Who do you care about enough to win and why?
Well, here's the thing about this. I've grown a little more accustomed to a lot of the faults and the horribleness that Raw and SmackDown have been to, and I've been trying to enjoy some of these interesting things, things that they've been doing. Obviously, I won't enjoy as much as Lucha Underground that happened this past week. Oh, trust me, I'm going to do a review on that next week. Hopefully with Max, otherwise I'm doing it solo. Anyway, I like what they're doing with Alicia Fox. I think somehow this attitude of her being crazy 1 minute, bipolar, just it works for her. It just seems like it works for her. Now, with her and regarding Sasha Banks, who I've gone on record to say, Sasha, if you really care about the fans, let them take pictures with you and stop being a prima donna. But that's beside the point. As far as to answer your question, who do I care about more to win this match? This is actually, I think it's actually kind of tough because they could pull a swerve and have Alicia Fox pick the victory. But I'm going to take the safe route and say that they're going to go with Sasha Banks, and she's not going to get nowhere near the Raw Women's title anytime soon, especially with a certain somebody debuting on Sunday.
We'll get there in just a few matches.
I know.
I'm actually going to take the unsafe route. I'm going to take Alicia Fox over Sasha Banks.
Fair enough.
Because I see Alicia winning via some sort of heel tactic here. Possibly a run-in from somebody, but I don't see a run-in happening there. I see this as Alicia Fox. They're kind of turning the page a little bit on Alicia, I think, and I think they'll give her a win over Sasha at TLC. It's a kickoff match, so it doesn't do that much irreparable damage to Sasha.
That's true.
So I'll take Alicia Fox here. Let's move on to the main card. And as I alluded to before, Rich Swann and Cedric Alexander versus Gentleman Jack Gallagher and the Brian Kendrick.
Cedric the Entertainer makes his return to TLC.
Hey, I'll start here.
All right.
I'm going to give the win to Jack Gallagher and the Brian Kendrick. I think that Rich Swann and Cedric Alexander have a little bit of momentum going already for them, and I think that Gentleman Jack Gallagher, especially with his fresh heel turn, him and Brian working together, I think they need the win more to kind of keep their momentum going, especially for Gentleman Jack, who's got this new heel gimmick going. So I'm going to give the win to the heels in this case. You?
I think I'll go the opposite route, and I will take Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann. While I do agree with you that it seems like, the Gentleman Jack Gallagher deal, heel turn is completely fresh, it's new, and, having him and Brian Kendrick teaming up, it was actually a pretty interesting swerve considering what they've been doing with 205 Live. Mm-hmm. But to me, I think that if they're going to go down the route that I think they're going to go down at TLC, especially regarding the Cruiserweight Championship, they need to have a viable contender for the title. And the best person for that, I believe, to be Cedric Alexander. Damn it, people. We said, please sign Cedric a year ago, and we have not made him the champion yet. What is wrong with this picture? Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann for the win. Let's
stay in the Cruiserweight division. Let's go on to the Cruiserweight Championship match. The Certified Jesus, Enzo Amore, versus the, I can't believe I'm going to say this, WWE Cruiserweight Champion, Kalisto.
It's music to my ears, honestly.
Is it?
I love it.
I just feel like they did it way too suddenly. Like, hey, Kalisto's here. Hey, he's the champion. Wait, what? Oh, I blinked and there was a new champion.
Well, that was the thing between him and Del Rio, if you remember. And
that's fair. That was our first freak out together.
It was just a thing of beauty, though.
It was.
Just Max jumping on the bed. You're freaking out. I'm freaking out. Lucha. Back when Kalisto had potential, and then they just decide, yeah.
I've got Enzo for the win.
I got Enzo for the win too. I'd much rather go with Kalisto because, like I said in my video, my podcast I posted up where I talk about 10 Survivor Series matches I wanted,
Okay.
One of them was Kalisto versus Sin Cara for the Cruiserweight title. I mean, obviously Kalisto would go over, but having Sin Cara versus Kalisto would actually be a really good matchup, in all honesty.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, former Lucha Dragons, they have not confronted each other. They've not fought each other. Let it be first time ever. Let it be something awesome. But I do think that, yeah, Enzo's going to take the win.
Yeah.
He's going to be the champion again, and he's going to say, "Oh, I'm the reason why the Cruiserweight is on the map again." It's like, dude, I will seriously punch you into the next week, into whatever game the Packers are playing next week, and hopefully, you'll end up worse than Aaron Rodgers did.
What's funny is they have a bye week after this week, so that'll be hilarious. He'll be punched into oblivion.
Yep.
All right, let's move into our first of two women's matches on the main card. Emma versus the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, debuting at WWE TLC. Do you want to say it on 3?
Yes, please.
1, 2, 3. Asuka.
Emma.
What?
No, I'm saying Asuka.
Oh my God! You think they're gonna hand Asuka her first loss at her first pay-per-view against Emma? Are you serious?
I knew it was gonna just throw you off. So that's why I said Emma at first. I was like, no, I'm picking Asuka.
Okay, oh my God, I almost walked away. Oh my God. Okay, yeah. So Asuka for the win. That one's not hard. It's nothing against Emma, but Asuka's got an undefeated streak. It's her first pay-per-view on the main card. If they hand Asuka the loss, I will go to Minneapolis and I will burn it to the ground.
And everybody will
Albeit,
cheer.
I'd get my family out of Minneapolis first and then burn it to the ground.
Oh, fair enough. and all while hearing the sound, burn it down!
Burn it down!
And everybody just blames Seth Rollins for it. Well, he did burn the Performance Center that one time, so...
That's fair. Yeah.
Hashtag give Emma a chance in the hospital.
Yep. Hashtag send Emma flowers. Okay. So let's move on to the second women's match of the evening. It is for the WWE Raw Women's Championship. Mickie James going up against the champion Alexa Bliss. This is a very interesting match to me, and I'm going to let you go first this time. Because I want to hear your thoughts about this match.
First of all, the fact that they have been calling Mickie old for a long time, at least for the last few weeks, is complete and utter asinine, and is just... It brought back horrible flashbacks of when they called her Piggy James, and I thought to myself, good freaking God, why does everybody hate Mickie? She's about as old as Samoa Joe, damn it, and you don't hear people calling Samoa Joe out on his age. Just why? Why are we picking on Mickie James so many times? It makes absolutely no sense. But as far as my prediction goes between Alexa Bliss and Mickie James, I'm going to stick with my prediction that I'm hoping is going to be another matchup that I want to see at Survivor Series, and that being Alexa Bliss retains and she goes 1-on-1 against Asuka and then just gets absolutely murdered at Survivor Series.
I agree. I've got Alexa Bliss here. There's no way she's losing the title against Mickie James. Mickie James, sorry, you're not touching that title again.
I mean, don't get me wrong. This is one of those matches where if Mickie wins, I'll be like, I would be totally fine with it. I'd be like, absolutely. Oh, great. Totally make up for all the bullshit that you did at the freaking, Monday Night Raws where you send her Depends and a Walker and all this stupid stuff. Just, it pissed me off to the point where it's like, I'm okay with an Alexa win, but at the same time, if Mickie wins, I would be super stoked. I'd be totally happy.
I agree. I completely agree. Mickie James winning would be great. She'd be a 9-time women's champion, I think.
I think she'd be tied with Trish Stratus with 7.
Yep, 7. That's correct. Yeah, so she'd be the 7th time. I couldn't remember which one it was. So
halfway to Ric Flair's record
now.
And John Cena's. Oh, that's right.
Oh, damn shit. Yeah, I'll take Alexa Bliss here. That's a safe bet for me, I think. Let's move on to the first of two matches that were affected. The last two matches on the card by the stomach-eating viral. Apparently, I've got it now too. Disease.
The meningococcus
I hope we don't get
virus,
it when we
okay.
go to Raw on Monday. I really hope. Hey, I went to Raw. I came back with viral meningitis. Hey, so
They'll be passing out
let's
like little
move on.
safety masks like during the show.
Oh my God, we should wear those.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Oh my God. Okay, yeah. So Nate the Effing Great and I will be live from Monday Night Raw on Monday from Green Bay, Wisconsin, and I think you just came up with a brilliant idea.
I'm gonna pick some up at work tonight. So.
Oh my God, you're amazing. Perfect. All right, so let's start with the Demon versus the Phenomenal One. Boy, I can't tell you. Just the winner's gonna be the fans. Is that an option? I really can't tell you who I have here because again, the card changed. There's no build up to this match. It's just a match that fans want to see. Boy. I really hope Baron Corbin... Wait, what? Hang on a second. AJ Styles... This makes no sense to me! AJ Styles is on SmackDown Live! This bothers me! I just realized that! What the fuck? Oh my God, this makes absolutely, literally... Oh my God, this is so hard.
Man, that meningitis is really getting to you now. If it's affecting your brain cells.
Holy shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back on this show for a reason, and it's because of stupid decisions like this.
It's just, oh my God, I didn't even realize that. That just, because I was going to say, I hope Baron doesn't interfere, and I'm like, wait a minute, Baron's on Smack, wait a minute, what? I'm going to take the phenomenal AJ Styles. Why? I don't know. I'm just going to be melting in my seat.
I think I can understand the reason why you'd pick AJ, because a lot of times when it comes down to it, they always pick the substitute to get the victory.
Right.
And it would seem to make logical sense. I'm going with the more illogical sense. I'm going to pick Finn Balor to pick the victory for the sole purpose that, maybe they build up to a Finn Balor AJ Styles matchup down the road, because I would love to see a rematch.
Yeah.
I would dare say maybe Royal Rumble because reason.
I would say so. I'd say it'd be a safe bet.
That would be awesome. I mean, even if they duke it out in the Rumble match, that'd be amazing.
Right.
But I also want Finn Balor to get some momentum, because I would much rather see Finn Balor versus Brock Lesnar for the Universal title at Survivor Series than Jinder can lick my balls versus Bork Laser.
It's not going to happen. And do you think that match is going to be a unification match?
No, if anything, people have been rumoring that it's going to be just a non-title deal.
I hope not. Yeah, that would be embarrassing.
That would be embarrassing, because then Brock would just be holding two titles, and he would just probably forget one and be like, wait, I was supposed to bring the red one to this show and the black one to this show. Oops.
Shit.
I go oopsie. It's like
Red is red, black is blue. What?
Literally, when we're in Raw, I'm hoping that the first thing that Paul Heyman just says is that we respectfully decline because you're not worth our time.
Right.
Because, hey, guys, do you remember earlier in the year when Paul Heyman said that Finn Balor was a viable threat? Hey, let's capitalize on that, why don't we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's actually do what we say and not, just do whatever the fuck we feel.
Just don't blow it off. Let's actually capitalize on something.
Yeah.
If they do that, I think that Raw will just be electric, because then you hear Balor's music hit, and then it's like, oh, we are getting Balor and Lesnar. As long as they don't do the same finish they did the last two times with Strowman and Joe, then we're fine. Just F5 Finn Balor, and then he gets thrown out of the ring by the momentum. Let that be the first finish. Let Finn Balor get hit by two F5s. Then at least it's something different instead of the same stupid shit. And you're still protecting the F5. Sign me up, WWE. I can be involved with creative. I actually know what I'm doing.
All right, let's move on to the main event. May not be the main event anymore. I mean, it was a main event-worthy match with Roman, but Now it just feels like a 6-man tag. Well, sorry, a 4
I'm about to say, well,
5-on-3. This makes no sense anymore. Well, it didn't really make sense anyway. But, all right, so 2/3 of the Shield and Kurt Angle versus Kane, The Bar, Miz, and Braun Strowman. Let me repeat that. 2/3 of the Shield and Kurt Angle versus Kane, Braun Strowman, The Miz, and The Bar. Oh, God, my brain hurts. Okay, first question. Does Kurt Angle immediately replace himself? You know where I'm going with this.
I want to say yes. I want to say yes.
Mm-hmm.
But I think WWE is going to be that stupid and put Kurt Angle on the match. So
I don't think they should. I think you see at the beginning of TLC. I think you see Jason make the case to stand up for his dad, and take his place in the match. That's what I think happens on the kickoff show, wherever. Right before he goes out, he says, "Dad, no, let me do this. I'll protect you." That's what I see happening. Jason Jordan's going to replace Kurt Angle in this match.
See, I would love to see that because, hey, then you can still capitalize a little bit on The Miz and Jason Jordan.
Right.
But I would have a better replacement for Kurt Angle, and that being Matt Hardy, because of two reasons. One, when you think of TLC, you think of the Hardy Boys, Edge and Christian, and the Dudley Boys. Mm-hmm. You put in one of the innovators of the TLC matchup in there, you're already going to make it credible. Two, this is where we could slowly start having Matt Hardy become more, what's the phrase I'm looking for? Awoken? Maybe?
Right. That was it.
Yep. I think that this would be the perfect time to have him slowly just start becoming that awoken gimmick. And honestly, it would be the same thing.
Right.
It wouldn't really matter too much.
Right.
But I think that, your route is probably more likely going to happen. I will say, like I said, if Matt Hardy replaces Kurt Angle, I'll be ecstatic. But I'll still be okay if it is Jason Jordan. But I think they might keep Kurt Angle in there regardless. But
yeah. Well, because that's the thing, is if he gets replaced, it changes my prediction. Because if Jason Jordan remains in the match, the Miz Taraj plus the other dudes are going to win. Because it's no longer the Shield. So they no longer are protecting the Shield. The Shield are rumored to be good through at least Royal Rumble, is what I've read.
All right.
So they'd want to protect them through that, at least. So now this complicates things. So again, thanks, Roman. Because if Kurt Angle remains in this match, there's no way in hell the Raw General Manager is going to lose. Well, I shouldn't say that. Shane McMahon lost. I don't know. This whole, whatever the fuck they're doing backstage, like shooting each other up with whatever the hell they're doing. Disclaimer, I'm not actually accusing anybody of shooting anything. Whatever they're doing back there with Sharon, whatever, stop. Because it's fucking up my prediction. I'm going to take the American Shield. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the American Shield. Because again, this whole thing kind of fucked up the pay-per-view. And I think WWE realized that this really fucked it up.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what actually happens on Sunday with this match. Because, again, I don't think Kurt Angle is going to be in this match. I don't. Whether he gets possibly attacked or for whatever reason, he's not in the match. Jason Jordan's going to replace him. That's who I think is going to replace him. You got Matt Hardy, but I don't think Kurt Angle is going to be in this match. Who do you have?
just for sake, not really
Shits and
sake of
giggles.
argument, I'm going to go with the massive team of 5. Like you said, if they would have had Roman Reigns involved in the deal, then yes, it would have been the Shield because this matchup is basically Full Metal Mayhem Shield against the world.
Right.
But
can we just call them the clusterfucks?
Might as well at this point.
the huge clusterfucks.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, I'll go with the clusterfuck.
There you go. Okay.
Miz, Barb, Strowman, Kane. Just
the dude in section 108, the camera guy, the boom operator,
the dentist, the Rosebud.
Throw in Byron Saxton, just have everybody. We'll be fine.
Yeah, just that. So yeah, I think that they might give the Miz a viable main event victory is the main thing that I could see happening at TLC. But who knows? That could change.
Do you think that this match then becomes, once this whole fucking thing is done, they'd have to reschedule this match? At least with the Miz, Taraj, and the Shield. So the Miz, Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel versus the Shield.
Oh yeah, I think they probably
have
would.
to.
Yeah.
I'd say Royal Rumble.
I would say an episode of Monday Night Raw because, in all honesty, if the Shield is going to face anybody, well, I think that they would be actually more part of the Royal Rumble itself than actually than the actual event. My opinion, I would love to see the Shield going up against let's just say 3 guys that are just too sweet in Finn Balor, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson. I mean, the pieces are there.
Yeah, that's also fair. The pieces are there. It'll be interesting to see what actually transpires with this pay-per-view. Because the pay-per-view is in kind of disarray with this whole viral Mahuki Waka, whatever it's called. Just going on backstage with Bray and Roman, Bo Dallas. A couple of other people are rumored to have it as well. So, I mean, it's a real thing. I mean, it's a real, actual sickness. Viral meningitis, I believe it's called.
Yep.
And I looked it up, and it's pretty severe, if not treated. But WWE's got the best doctors in the world. Thank you, CM Punk. For to take care of those things. So, final thoughts going into Sunday, and then eventually we'll do something for Monday. I'm sure we'll do something, some live tweeting or something from the Resch Center in Green Bay for Monday Night Raw. Final thoughts headed into Monday or Sunday.
This could literally be one of those Raw events where it is very much one of the best Raw events. I mean, they could be 2 for 2 going in after SummerSlam. Well, actually, 3 for 3 if you think about it, because they did Great Balls of Fire.
Yeah.
Awesome. No Mercy, which was tremendous, even though I hate the finish of the Braun Strowman matchup with Brock Lesnar.
Oh, yeah.
And they could really pull it off, and for 2 reasons. They do something right with the tables, ladders, and chairs match, and the fact that we're getting AJ Styles versus Finn Balor in this event. Yeah, there's...
Do you think they make the permanent switch for AJ, or is this just a one-off?
I think right now it's just a one-off. I truly believe that they are going to continue having AJ on SmackDown. He's going to start feuding with Jinder Mahal for the WWE title, and this should eventually evolve into a AJ Styles Nakamura match at WrestleMania. That's where I think this final thing is going to go for AJ. That's the main thing I see going. But
do you think that the club interferes with AJ and Balor's match?
People have been speculating that. They've been thinking that it would be awesome to see that. I don't. Oh man.
Because this is the thing. You'd like to see it, but it's just there's no build-up. There's no nothing. There's just him versus him, with everything that's happened with them and their separate companies, their different clubs. It's just a mass of swirls and rumors that just start to go. And I'd love to see it, but I think people need to realize that this is just, hey, somebody got sick. Come on over, AJ. We're going to have you in a match.
Yeah. Played a good match against Finn Balor.
Oh, yeah. It'll be an absolutely fantastic match. So, that is going to do it here for our predictions on the WWE TFC. Oh, God. The TLC prediction special. Again, I want to welcome you back, Nate, to the Elite Ringside Network as a co-host. Also, go ahead, plug your show, man.
Well, thank you very much. For those of you that don't know, I have actually changed my Twitter handle, so I am now at Real Effin' Game instead of Nate Effin' Great. And also, the new channel that I have up, the Game Changer, has its own Spreaker.com deal, Spreaker.com/The Game Changer. And you can also give us a like on Facebook, Facebook.com/Changing Up the Game. Doing a lot of things with Victory Bell, as well as some other interesting deals like movie reviews, and also uploading a couple of the classic Change the F Up stuff going on. It's just, it's awesome. Give it a check out, give it a like, just enjoy.
Absolutely. We'll throw a link up on our Facebook page as well. Facebook.com/ERNetwork247. So you can find me on Twitter at SpencerHartERN. We're going to be live tweeting from Monday Night Raw on Monday. So we're really excited for you to follow us on Twitter. So from everybody here at the Elite Ringside Network, and welcoming back Mr. Nate the Effin' Great, I'm Spencer Hart saying, enjoy WWE TLC, everybody. Have a good one.